Kidding. We are being recorded. Don't talk. Okay. I'm just kidding. Hydrocarbon, alkane, alkane or alkanes. And then we are doing nomenclature. Nomenclature means naming. I will really appreciate one more time if you keep your audio and video on. If there is some noise, let there be noise. Noise is good. You know, I don't like silence. Silence is good for like short period of time, but I like noise. I like sound. So let there be some noise. If your dog is barking, cat is meowing, babies are crying, that's totally fine with me. I prefer some human interaction. Okay, so we learned a bunch of names of different branches, right? Methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl, things like that. So why not we do this? Do the following. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, on both sides, I'm going to draw like a long alkane chain, whatever that alkane chain is, and I'm going to hang different groups and name them so that when we work on some examples here, you know what to call them. Okay, let's start. Excuse me, from the right side. So let's say this is a long alkane chain. Whatever that alkane chain is, we're not going to name that. That's just to give us some support, literally. I don't know if we will need both, but let's assume that we'll need both. All right, so now I'm going to draw a group and then I'll ask you to name it.
Before you start, it got really blurry.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, Damien. Yeah. Okay. All right. Group number one. If this is the alkane chain, the main chain, the longest chain, and if you see just a stick, how many carbons and how many hydrogens are at the tip of the tip? What is it? Is it C2H5? Is it C3 something? Or is it C something? One carbon and bunch of hydrogens. What's in there? What's here? Speak, please. Please speak to me. I feel very lonely.
One carbon.
One carbon, how many hydrogens, Timothy?
3.
3. So it's a CH3. What do we call it? Help.
Methane.
Sorry?
Methane.
Anybody wants to say anything about that? Is that methane or is this methane? This is CH3.
Methane is CH4.
Methane is CH4, right? So that's wrong. I don't want to make you feel bad, but I want you guys not to do this on Monday. That's why I'm going to kind of let this mistake be visible for some time. This is wrong. This is methane. The whole single entity. I'm Shantanu, but when I'm attached to a foreign body, imagine there is a alien tree and I'm part of that tree. This is like sounding like a horror movie. You know, like I'm kind of stuck to it and I lost my identity and I'm just part of that big tree. Okay. Then I'm going to be called Shantanil. Okay. So when it's CH3, what is that CH3 called? It's not methane, it's not alkane, it's what? Alkane.
Methyl.
Alkane becomes alkyl. So figure it out, study, figure out something before you come on or turn on your computer on Monday morning. So this is methyl. Don't screw up, please. I beg you not to screw up. Okay, let's be serious.
The screen is blurry again.
Stupid Excuse my language. Yeah, keep warning me. That's totally fine. I don't like blurry boards. Okay. Number 2. What is that?
It's still blurry.
No, that's fine. Don't sound apologetic. I haven't spent enough time on the camera. Let me just check the setting. Hold on for a second. Video setting, yeah, it seems to be fine. HD and it's not mirroring. Yeah, let's hope for the best. Maybe it's not, it's weekends, it's just acting up. Ah, darn it. Yeah, no, it's fine now. It's really doing some funny dance. Okay, what's that? 2 carbons and bunch of hydrogens. The original alkane with 2 carbons and bunch of hydrogens is called what? You guys need to really, it should be right at the tip of your tongue.
Ethyl.
Sorry,
Ethyl.
how do you spell it?
ETHYL.
Okay, good. What is this?
Propyl.
Propyl.
How about purple? Not purple, but the color. What's that? It looks like a hook.
It's blurry. And butyl.
Yeah, okay. One of those days. Hey, what's wrong with the camera? It's really acting up today. Okay, keep telling me. It's an N-butyl, right? I'm just going to call it butyl. All right, let's, for the sake of it, let's write down this guy here. Let's choose a different color. This one is hard to see. How about the purple? What's that? That's beginning to look like the top of a car. Somebody?
Pentyl.
Pencil. I thought you said gentle. Pencil. Okay, good. These are the normal, easy ones. Okay, I'm going to erase the mistake. So don't you ever call the groups by their parents' names. Like, don't call it methane or ethane. YL, YL. Okay, so don't do that. All right, sounds good. Let's go and make some weird groups here. The propyl was red, right? So let's do this in red. How many carbons in this chain? 1, 2, 3. If there are 3 carbons, it'll still be called something propyl. So what is the name of this group? I mean, we have covered it in the past.
Isopropyl.
Isopropyl. And butyl is written in purple. What about this guy? That was a bad idea. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. 4 carbons, but it has that little hook or like the little clamp at the end.
Isobutyl.
Thank you. Isobutyl. Okay. Now something like isobutyl, but not exactly. So 1, 2, 3, the longest chain, but then I put the branch down here. What is this group called? Who remembers?
Sec butyl.
Sec butyl. Sec butyl. One more time, I think I mentioned it in the past. Isobutyl is one word, and when you are alphabetizing it, you look at the I. This is what you look at. This is what you consider when you're alphabetizing. When you are looking at sec-butyl, it's two words, and the letter to look for alphabetizing is B. Okay, that's that. Now the last one is the chicken foot. 4 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's some sort of butyl and with a hyphen. And what's the prefix?
Tert.
Tert. Tert butyl. And again, for alphabetizing, you go with B. All right. So these are the groups that you need to memorize.
It's blurring.
Okay. Okay. Methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl, pentyl, hexyl, so on and so forth. I don't think you will need more than pentyl. Okay. Up to pentyl is good. So these are the groups that you need to memorize. You need to know, not memorize. You need to memorize these guys. You need to know that when it ends with a little clamp at the end, like a little hook or like a little plier, like 2 prongs, that's going to be iso something. How do you know this is isopropyl and this is isobutyl? Count the number of carbons. Every end, every bend is a carbon, right? Carbon, carbon, carbon. 3. 3 is originally supposed to be 3 carbon species is called propane. So propane becomes isopropyl, okay? Not normal propyl, but isopropyl. Isobutyl, sec-butyl, tert-butyl. Let's take a look at the board for like 15 seconds, then we're going to practice a few molecules. I have an ambitious plan for today to talk about some conformation, but I'm not sure if we're going to get to that today. Just make sure you can remember this. We're going to go through one session of nomenclature, practice, and then I'm going to erase them and expect you to kind of remember it. All right. Okay, let's practice. Let's do this name. Okay, ready? Name it. Name it. What's the rule number 1? Find the longest chain. What's the longest chain? How many carbons in the longest chain?
5.
Then what is it?
Pentane.
Pentane.
It's a pentane. Second job, find the branch and name it. What is it? What is the name of the branch? The branch, it's not an alkane. It's going to be called with an eel, with YL, not N. So
Methyl.
branch called?
Methyl.
Methyl.
Very good, methyl. Where is the branch? Numbering.
2.
2. Numbering goes from left to right. We don't have to talk about why. So it's 2-methylpentane. It's that simple. Let's do another one. Let's cover as many as possible. This is like your quick review for Monday. What is this? Name it.
Methyl pentane.
Three-methylpentane. Perfect. Great. Okay. I'm just thinking like what kind of other questions I can ask. I can ask some other questions. Okay. Uh, what subgroup of, like, what category do they belong to? It's called something. What is their mutual relationship? They're alkanes and they're something to each other. What is that word? What word I'm looking for? They're something, they belong to the relationship.
No, isomers.
So what isomer, Jacqueline?
Constitutional.
Constitutional isomer. So they're constitutional, long word, isomers. This could be another question following this question. Okay, so let's say this is molecule A, this is molecule B, okay? So molecule A and B are constitutional isomers, or structural isomers, okay? I'm going to draw 3 alkanes below, okay? 3 alkanes. A pentane, molecule C, a hexane, molecule D, and a molecule, I don't know, molecule E, a heptane. Pentane, hexane, and heptane. C, D, or E. Which of these 3 straight normal alkanes is also constitutional isomer with these 2 guys?
A hexane.
Yeah, okay. Quiet, keep quiet, let others think. What kind of English is that? Which one is constitutional isomer with A and B? C or D or E? You better figure out how to do that. Melissa, right? Yeah. Thank you, Melissa. Melissa says it's D. Why?
You count the carbons and hydrogens.
Speak up a little bit louder so that everyone can hear. Well,
Count the carbons and hydrogens.
count the carbons and hydrogens. What's the formula for these 2 guys? C4H15. How many carbons? 5 carbons in the long chain and 1 more, right? So it's C6H what? Don't count the hydrogens. Use the formula. C6H14. Which of these 3 alkanes is also C6H14? And that's the answer. That's the answer to your mystery. Okay? The alkane that has 6 carbons is also constitutional isomer. And this guy has 6 carbons, so that's the answer. That's it. You guys got it? Hopefully. Okay, so this one, and this one, they are constitutional isomers because they have same number of carbon and same number of hydrogen. Let's practice one more molecule. Let's go to hexane. I'm going to draw a little smaller. Okay. What is it? Name it. Name it. Oh, I just ran out of coffee.
2-methylhexane.
Sorry?
2-methylhexane.
Does everybody else agree? Shouldn't we name from left to right? Shouldn't it be 5-methylhexane?
Yes.
No.
Expect anybody to agree. What's the rule, Jerry? Number it in a way that you get to the branch fastest possible way. So, right? So follow the rules. Don't forget the rules. Know the rules. Read the rules. Memorize the rules. Okay. You number from right to left here. It's not, no one says that you have to always go from left to right. Get to the branch fastest possible way. This is the right numbering, and this is correct. Don't fall in that trap. I could have drawn this molecule this way too. It looks like some kind of like a seahorse or whatever, doing some dance in the aquarium in the water. It's still the same compound. Or now that looks like a seahorse, right? Same, they're all the same compounds. 2-methylhexane. They're all 2-methylhexane. So don't get biased about that they must look horizontal and the functional group or the branch must be on the left side. No, I mean, you can look at the molecule in many different ways. I mean, why can't it move around, right? Your dog can be sleeping with its head toward you, or dog might be sticking its tail in your, on your lap. I mean, it's like a dog. Think about this 2-methylhexane like a little creature. It's moving around. Okay. All right, good. So keep learning. What's this? It looks like some kind of a creepy crawly creature in your garden with a little leg. It's like crawling around. That's more like, I don't know, like a normal creature. This is like a little weird creature. What is this guy?
3-methylhexane.
3-methylhexane. Okay. What is this? If you have been answering this, just stay quiet for some time. I want everyone to think about it. What is this? If you haven't answered, try to answer. Somebody who hasn't participated in our discussion yet today. What is this? Jerry, what is this?
3-methylhexane.
Why not? Shouldn't it be 4-methylhexane?
To get there the fastest, right?
You got it. You didn't fall in my trap. Good. Good. No, this is good. No, this is how we learn. We discuss. I don't want monologue, rant. I hate doing that. This is good. It wakes me up when you guys participate. Okay. So 2-methylhexane, 3-methylhexane are the only two kinds of hexanes we can have, I guess. Sure. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to take a picture of the board and let's erase, and then let's talk about multiple groups in the same molecule, on the same alkane chain. Any questions? Anybody has any confusion or doubt or any concern about something that's on the board? You're good? All right, I'm taking that silence means good, understanding. Okay, I'm going to just erase the central stuff. Let's erase this the writing on the top too. And let's erase these molecules. Let's keep the different groups on the sides. Maybe we can still use them for a little bit longer. Okay, now, what if you have multiple groups in the multiple branches in the same alkane molecule, on the same alkane chain? What if that happens? Let's start here. How about what is this? How would you name it? I think we have just touched upon it in the previous class. Let's go fast. This is longest chain. What's the longest chain? Quick. What's the longest chain?
Butane.
Butane. What are the groups on the butane molecule? This guy and this guy.
Methyl.
They're methyl, right? There are two of them. One way we can say is methyl-methyl, but it sounds funny. We should be smarter than saying methyl-methyl. If there are 5 methyl groups in a molecule, then we'll be calling it methyl-methyl-methyl-methyl octane. That sounds ridiculous. So what's the way? How do we get?
So 2,
2, 3
dimethyl.
dimethyl.
So the prefix is dimethyl, and then we say 2, 3, no space, hyphen, no space, dimethyl space butane. Good. Okay. We are good. Let's go with one more carbon. Let's get it over with quickly. Fast.
2, 4.
2 for dimethyl. Oh, sorry.
You can, interruption is good sometimes. It doesn't mean disrespect. It means that you're eager to participate. So it's okay. Not butane. Okay. Wrong color.
Two, 3 dimethyl pentane.
Let me ask you a question. Is it possible to have another is it possible to have another dimethyl pentane? Can anybody think? You have to think out of the box. Don't jump, take your time, maybe 15, 30 seconds. Another dimethyl pentane. Let's see who can answer that.
2 and 2.
Oh, Chengshi. 2 and 2. That means what? Like here and here?
Yes.
Here and here? So that's 2, and from the other side, that's 2. Or Chengshi, help.
No, it's on the
Oh,
same.
On one
In the
carbon.
same carbon.
Same carbon? Crazy. That looks like a caterpillar with two antennae. There are the two eyes, and this is the mouth with the little tongue. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, so it's 2 and 2. Very good. That's also dimethyl pentane. It's good. All right. We can go through this on hexane, but it's pretty boring. It's you understand what's happening here. Now let's go with a molecule. Let's go with an alkane. Where are we time? 8:33. Yeah, we don't have much time. 17 minutes left. What if you have two different groups? Let's go. Let's draw a long one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's say we have this and this.